I'm still convinced that he did have a steel plate, a very thin steel plate, and that it caught the bevel right at the corner of it and it went up.
I don't think this person acted alone. I think it's pretty clear from the comments and the things that they found in different chat channels and letters he's written that there's more at play here. People knew about this. They are complicit in it, even if they didn't help. And now we're left to pick up the pieces. So one other theory I want to go over here with you. What about the hand signals, Ryan? Didn't see the guy behind him? He's like,
those are the stupidest things ever. Yeah, the dude in white was actually was like Charlie Kirk's mentor. And then the guy in the black shirt, that's one of his security guys. He's been there forever. Those hand and arm signals, I know people have brought out the chart that's like, well, these are the military hand and arm signals that they use. I've never used them. I've never even seen that chart before. This is where I start to get somewhat annoyed, because it's with social media, everyone has a voice and opinion, so they share it. And then also with technology being able to like slow-mo and see what's around when something happens, it's everything's got to mean something. This means this or this means that. Nah, man, the dude adjusts his hat and scratches his face real quick. And I think the funniest one that I hate to say funny, but I think the stupidest one is, well, he's got his phone recording right at Charlie Kirk. So does thousands of other people that are standing there listening and watching. Well, because he was in security.
He wasn't, not at all.
He was a viewer just like everyone else was there, and he was just recording. And maybe he was looking out, sure, but that's probably as part of the official security team. I don't think so. I'm still convinced that he wore, I'll have to send you the links to those videos, but that he did have a steel plate, a very thin steel plate, and that it caught the bevel right at the corner of it and it went up.
Well, there was another like a Marine sniper. He said that in his opinion, the shirt coming up was the whatever that's called, the technical word for like the air being drawn in.
No, that's not a thing. That's not. So check out ballistic, like slow-mo ballistic or ballistic slow-mo or something. I can't remember. But they did this with a 50 caliber bullet. And they shoot it over a 50 caliber. That thing carries massive velocity, massive amount of power behind it. They shoot it over a table, and the table has a pile of flour, like wrappers and things like this, and the bullet goes like a quarter inch above that pile of powder. The powder doesn't move. So, and maybe it's different hitting a body or something, but this is where in the videos that I've seen, the guy that's saying he thinks that there was body armor, you see when it just as the first initial impact, you see the whole shirt move, and it's in the shape of a plate. You can see the outline of a plate. And so, and then he was talking about the wound, and this guy I think he was a special forces guy too. So who knows, man? Everyone, but it seemed more realistic to me that it hits the top of the plate, like just the right spot or wrong spot, however you want to look at it, of the plate, and bounces up and in, because there's no big blowout on the back of the neck or anything like that. And he was also saying that the elasticity of the skin, especially in the neck, creates for small entrance wounds, right? And so, if you ever shot a deer, right, it's hard to find the entrance wound, but you can find the exit wound.
Yeah.
The exit wound is where all that power and velocity and energy goes into. It's not as soon as it hits the skin, like in the movies. You know what I mean? It pierces and enters, and then inside and out. And so it's kind of like it goes here, gets up in here, and then basically severs like the brain stem.
Yeah.
So That's why there's no exit wound. That's why it's immediate incapacitation.
I do want to talk about one other thing. This is not conspiracy. This is fact, which brings up a lot to question here.
Yep.
Do you remember I talked about how it was discovered that on Amazon, September 9th, now Charlie Kirk was killed September 10th. On September 9th, though, Amazon had in both Kindle and hardcover a book called The Shooting of Charlie Kirk, a comprehensive account of the Utah Valley University attack, the aftermath, and America's response. There was already some readers with 1-star review. Hardcover available, right? And so this one, I guess I was incorrect. September 11th was when this one became available, the hardcover. But September 9th, the day before his death, this was already available. Here's the thing. Obviously, people are like, someone probably could have just used AI to make that. Correct. I think probably someone did. Here's the thing, though. I know because I also publish on Kindle, on Amazon, but I also looked it up just in case I misremembered. And it takes between 3 and 7 and sometimes 3 and 10 business days for these books to, as you submit them, for them to get approved. It's not, maybe it's 1 day, maybe it's 2. Because, like if it was published the day before, a minimum of 3 whole days before it was available on Amazon, it had to have been submitted. Minimum of 3 days. I've waited 5 days. That's the average I wait. It's 5 days for anything I do to come out. And so it's like, okay, this was clearly written in beforehand. Now, maybe it's just a common thing. I've never seen it come to pass, and it's come up before, but maybe it's a common thing that every time you have a prominent conservative speaker going to go somewhere, someone uses AI or even just, of their own stupid writing, publishes something in advance in order to make some money and be provocative, and they hope the person gets shot. Maybe. I've never heard that before. That'd be a very interesting phenomenon that someone should explain. But Amazon's official response was, actually, that's a mistake. It was published on September 10th. I'm like, that still doesn't prove us all. It's like, okay, pretend your system glitched and it was actually available since September 10th and not September 9th. Still 3 freaking days in advance. And actually hardcover is usually 5 to 10 days in advance or something like that. Let me officially show you what did AI tell me. I said, what is a typical wait time for you when you submit a book to Amazon that it gets published on the platform? Typical wait time for it to go live is 3 to 10 business days. Ebook, I guess it can be 48 to 72 hours, so at least 2 days in advance, sure. Print books, 5 business days. Right? So, like, what? Like, there's. I don't think this person acted alone. I think it's pretty clear from the comments and the things that they found in different chat channels and letters he's written that there's more at play here. People knew about this. They are complicit in it, even if they didn't help. And now we're left to pick up the pieces and deal with a bureaucratic government agency to obfuscate all the evidence. And the story. Thank you for listening. Live free until next time.